All right, what's up, YouTube? My name's Mike, and tonight's gonna be my first YouTube video. Um, this will actually be published on Tuesday. It's Sunday right now, but I'm gonna publish this on Tuesday. Tuesday's a pretty special day. It's my favorite baseball player's birthday. A little bit of background about why I'm doing this. So a lot of you probably watch Mike at Junk Wax Hero. A few weeks ago, he did a Clearing the Bases episode, and there was a little snippet in there. Somebody had made mention of another person out there on the internet, kind of mocking them a little bit for, having something to say about the value of a particular John Olerud card. Why would anybody collect that? Who cares? It's not worth anything. And that really caught my attention. Because I am a John Olerud baseball card collector. And so tonight, I'm going to walk you through the bulk of my collection. It's not every single card, but the ones that I think are probably the most interesting out of the collection. We're going to start off with, I would say, less rare to somewhat interesting, and then we'll kind of get into some more rare stuff as we go. The first card that I'm going to show, and then I'll move pretty quickly through this, but the first one that I wanted to show is actually pretty timely because Ichiro just got into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and this is one of my favorite Olerud cards, and Ichiro is on it. So right here, we actually have a 2001 Upper Deck Gold Glove. This is with a piece of a game-used baseball, and what I love about this is we've got Ichiro and John Olerud. Pretty unique thing about this particular relic, if you want to call it that, game-used ball here. You've got a little bit of the MLB logo on there. And if you look really close in that corner, you can start to see a little bit of a stitch, which is kind of neat. So I like the old Upper Deck stuff. You get some real, genuine, game-used artifacts. None of this, this is not a piece of something that was from any particular game or event. It's some generic, napkin, right? But Upper Deck used to do it right. They put some pretty cool stuff on their cards. So that's the first one that I wanted to show. Congrats to Ichiro in the Hall of Fame. And he's with my guy, John Olerud, right there. And this is technically an Ichiro rookie card, so pretty cool. All right, so the next one is an old studio. John Olerud, you probably remember these from back in the day. They did these like credit card looking cards. I like this one because it's autographed. He's on the Jays here, which is pretty cool. So again, nothing super valuable, but kind of neat. I like the Olerud signed stuff. I'll probably actually go through a few signed cards first. Next up, we're going to go with a Bowman Chrome Flashback. This is kind of cool because, Olerud doesn't have a first Bowman or first Bowman Chrome card. This one has got his autograph on there, which is pretty cool. Sorry for the reflection. You can see me in there too, huh? Nice. I'll get better at this as we go. This is my first YouTube video, so, be nice. But yeah, pretty cool. It's got that first Bowman Chrome sort of look to it, the flashback, the rookie logo up there on the top, and it's autographed on card by our guy here, John Olerud. Pretty sweet. All right, here we go. We've got an Archives John Olerud autograph here. And this looks like 2012 Archives. So it's a reprint of some other older design. I can't remember the year off the top here, but again, very cool on-card autograph. Love that. This is cool. This is a Cracker Jack kind of reprint card. It looks like from 2004. Now, they didn't issue autographs on these cards, but they brought back the design, right, and put some modern players on these cards. A lot of talk about Cracker Jack in the vintage world these days. I don't have any real Cracker Jack cards, maybe someday, but this one's pretty sweet. It's got our guy John Olerud, and it's signed right on the card, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do we got next here? This is a John Olerud gold medallion. Sorry I didn't take the tape off here from when whoever shipped it to me, put that in for packing, but anyway, there's your Fleer Ultra John Olerud gold medallion. He's on the Mets here. This is from, looks like 1999. So, pretty cool. All right, we've got an EXL. What year is this? Can we see? It's tough to see. 1996, John Olerud. Nothing special about this card at all, other than that it's Olerud, right? Pretty cool design. Nothing special there. All right, what do we have? Oh, this is cool. This is, I did not pay 35 bucks for this. I can tell you that right now. This is one of those Flair Row Zero, which I guess were the more sought after cards out of the sets. Yeah, Flair Showcase, pretty cool, right? Pretty flashy. All right, moving on. All right, we've got a Donruss Press Proof. Again, I did not pay 10 bucks for this card. Don't worry, folks. Maybe a buck or two, but what year are we looking at? 95 Donruss Press Proof, John Olerud. And yeah, look at that swing. Nice. Making some good contact there. Love that. All right, we've got a Heritage. And again, sorry about the tape. Let's get that off there. All right. We've got a Heritage. You know, they like to do the throwback design, which is pretty cool. This is obviously a throwback to 1953 tops. And apparently this is some sort of parallel, I guess, because it's got like it's the darker background. So they call it like the night variation. I don't know. Pretty cool though. All right, moving along. This is an awesome card. I love this card. Again, pretty cheap, pretty easy pickup. But again, when you go back to like the early 2000s, you know, Leaf, Donruss here, they did some good stuff, right? These companies made some good cards. We've got the Shirt Off My Back, and what I love about this, again, you're not getting your typical napkin. You're getting a really nice looking patch here, which is pretty sweet, from that Mariners uniform. Love the Mariners uniform. Love Olerud on the Jays. Not a big fan of the Mets, but some of his best and rarest cards come from when he was on the Mets, which is, I wouldn't say unfortunate, but, you know, not the best for the collectors if you're not really into that. But anyway, yeah, we got this cool Olerud here again with the Mariners and awesome patch. So I'm just gonna move it right along. All right, we've got a 2001 Fleer behind the numbers. This is your more typical patch, right? Again, not an expensive card, couple bucks off eBay. I think I got this, you know, maybe in the last 6 months or so. But again, cool card, cool card. All right, let's move along. We've got a Bowman Chrome Refractor, and this is going to be from 2003. Love this. We're gonna see some graded, some nicer refractors here as we get going. But anyway, cool looking card, great swing again on the Mariners. Love the Mariners uniform. What do we got here? So this is a 2004. This is from Topps. Fashionably Great, authentic game worn jersey. Again, when you go back, you know, 15, 20 years or so, you got some good quality stuff. Nice shine to this card, an actual game used piece of a jersey with the pinstripe there. Pretty sweet. All right, now we're gonna throw it way back. I've got a couple of these. Sometimes I do pick up doubles, but this is your old Pinnacle Starburst, right? And this is the Artist Proof Starburst. So if you look closely, you can see that on both of these. I'll just kind of share one for now, but if we get the light just right, we've got Artist Proof, Pinnacle, that Dufex, pretty cool. And we got a couple of those in the collection. All right, good stuff. All right, moving along, 2004 Donruss career stat line. This is numbered. We're gonna get into some numbered stuff here as we get deeper, right? This is out of 297. It had something to do with the, yeah, right? So these were numbered to a particular stat that was being highlighted from the player's career. And here we have Olerud with the 297 batting average. Again, prolific hitter, great hitter. Stat line, there we go. All right. What do we got here? SP Game Used. This is, oh, another autograph. You can't see it too well on there, but it's on there. You can see the J right here. But again, basic patch, right? This is not autographed, you know, from the pack. This was, somebody sent this out, got this signed, or maybe met him at a show or something. So pretty cool. Another Olerud autograph there. All right, what do we got here? It's tough to read that. Let's see. This is Upper Deck. I'm just trying to see the year. What do we got? Yeah, late 90s, I guess, right? So he's on the Mets. This one's numbered out of 150. The Upper Deck Black Diamond. Light doesn't really do this justice here, but yeah, pretty cool shine on that card, right? Nice design. All right, what do we got here? This is a Donruss, again, authentic piece of memorabilia here. A piece of a bat. I'm not really a big fan of bat cards, I gotta say. Just in general, you know, in the hobby, not a big fan. I mean, they can literally make thousands and thousands of cards out of just one bat, and then people go and pay crazy money for like bat relic cards sometimes of particular players. I don't know. I think the jersey thing's a little bit cooler. This one's out of 150. Again, probably a cheap pickup. You know, nice little shine to this card. So again, Mariners uniform. Good there. All right, we're gonna go way back here. This one I probably should have started with. So this is Olerud when he was playing with Washington State. So those of you that may not know this, Olerud was actually a phenomenal two-way player in high school and in college. So you're going to see down here on the bottom, 1989, he was with Washington State. Before he turned pro, he was a pitcher and a first baseman, and he was an unbelievable pitcher. I'm just going to read this real quick. In 1988, John hit an amazing .464, had 108 hits, 81 RBIs, and 23 home runs. He accumulated a 15-0 pitching record with 113 strikeouts in just 122.2 innings, all of which are Pac-10 North records. He was named first-team All-American as pitcher, utility, and DH all Pac-10 North and all District 9 teams, along with Pac-10 North Player of the Year. Mr. Olerud was no slouch. A great hitter, great athlete, great pitcher. And if you want to dive into what happened there, there's a story you can read. You know, he had the brain aneurysm. That's why he wears the helmet when he plays the field. And he just became primarily a fielder and a hitter when he turned pro. So we've got a 2003. All right, I don't remember why I picked this card up. So it's his jersey number, right? Out of 199. Pretty cool pickup. This is still sealed in the original Topps Finest case here. This is the gold out of 199. Again, jersey number 5. I'm trying to see some of the shine on that card. Pretty cool. All right, not bad. What do we got here? Another numbered card out of 150. This is going to be a 2003 Fleer Showcase. Nothing too rare. We'll get into some rare stuff here in a little bit, but this is out of 150. Again, now he's fielding. You see him with the helmet on. Yeah, great fielder, even when he got away from pitching. You know, still just phenomenal athlete, great hitter, great fielder. Here we go. We got some gallery. All right, this is out of 125. This is a 1998, it looks like. Kind of a funny picture there on the back. He's trying to feel the pop-up there. And here he's probably reaching, going the other way. Pretty cool. Again, he could cover the whole plate, so probably going with the pitch there, going the other way. Maybe a single down the left field line. We'll see. I don't know. Most likely a hit, though. He was pretty good. All right. We've got a 2001 Fleer Skybox International, looks like. What do we got? Yeah, Fleer Premium. All right, John Olerud again, wearing the helmet, playing first base. Getting ready to field. It looks like a throw from one of the infielders, right? Pretty cool. Nothing too crazy with like any sort of refractor thing going on there, but again, numbered card out of 125. All right, here we have a sealed Topps. This is gonna be, let's see, 2002. All right, and we've got numbered out of 149 here. This is the Topps Pristine. There's a couple of other variations, lower numbered ones that I don't have yet. You know, sometimes these things get thrown up on eBay. A lot of good Olerud cards up on eBay right now, but you know, some people are asking just like crazy prices. But yeah, pretty cool design, pretty good look there. All right, this one's pretty cool. This is a 2003 Topps Chrome Gold. All right. Now these are numbered out of $4.99. I actually have like 5 or 6 of these. I don't know why. Whenever these come up on eBay, when they're cheap enough, when they're like, you know, $5-6, I pick these up. I do love the gold shine refraction going on these cards. It's pretty cool. But when you have these in hand, they really do shine. This is, you know, a nice gold version here. But again, I've got a few stacks of those. And now we have the paper version of that card. 52 years of collecting. We've got tops. This was, again, in the kind of more traditional flagship tops. You know, they did the golds out of the year that the cards were for. So this is out of 2003, but again, the paper version of that same card. Pretty cool. All right, then we've got the chrome blue out of $6.99. All right, nice blue there. Nice color match for the Mariners uniform. Nice refractor there. And then another piece of the rainbow, I guess, from this set, right? We've got, this is out of 57, the blue X-Fractor. These came sealed in their own cases, I guess. I don't know if they were like box toppers or what, or if they were redemptions or something like that, but you'll find that these are in their own case. I think what happened here is maybe I sent this out to get graded, didn't love the grade, cracked it out, and then put it into my own one touch. But again, when we go back to like these older, you know, X-Fractors, really awesome design, really cool. They do hold up. Nice looking card there. There's another same, just regular blue. Let's add another one of those. All right, now we're gonna get into some cool stuff here. We've got 1999 Fleer. We've got the Fleer Ultra Gold Medallion. All right, and I actually have a platinum medallion of this card as well. I forgot to bring it with the stack here for the video. Sorry, folks. Maybe I'll show that another time, or if you want to check it out, it's on my, I think I put it on my Instagram page. I'm not sure. Here we have the Skybox Rave. This is out of 150. I think they make another one that's out of like 25 that are obviously pretty rare, but this is the, what is this? The Thunder Rave, right? But pretty cool design, pretty cool little effect there with the name. Nice looking card. All right, this is a 2004 Topps Chrome black refractor. All right, these aren't numbered, but they don't pop up that much. I don't know what these are, you know, print run, what the numbers are on this, but pretty cool card. All right, I'm gonna skip some of this stuff. Let's jump ahead here to some gold label, right? A lot of folks that collect specific players of this era like to get some of these numbered gold label cards, right? This one's out of 100, and I can't read the year. What is this, 1999 maybe? No, it must be 2000. Maybe it is 99. But it's on the Mariners here. So we've got Topps gold label, you know, nice kind of gold refraction going on. These are numbered out of 100, as you can see right there. Pretty cool card. All right, now we've got a Leaf Limited. This is going to be from 2004 Donruss. This is the Spotlight. This is out of 100, and I'm not 100% sure if this is considered bronze or gold. I would think gold is like a lower numbered thing, but maybe it's just the bronze. I don't know. But really nice looking card. This one's pretty sharp and is held up. Nice corners, edges. I think that's decent centering, right? Nice card. Might send that one off someday. All right. We've got an upper deck. And let's see. This is going to be looks like a 2000 upper deck. Sorry, I didn't take the sticker off there after I shipped it, but this one's out of 100. All right, we'll skip ahead. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, gallery. Playoff Portraits. Okay, yeah, Playoff Portraits 2003. This one I picked up again because it's the jersey number. I'll take it out of the thing so we get a better look here. But Olerud number 5, jersey number out of 100. Pretty cool pickup there. They do these in lower numbered too. I think they do maybe out of 10 or 25. But yeah, This is the one I've got in my collection there. All right, we got another one. Let's go to 2000. We've got SP Authentic. This is numbered out of 100. I don't know if this is like a red or a gold. What does it say here? SP Limited, maybe. Is the parallel out of 100. Not the best looking serial number, I gotta say. You know, I like the embossed kind of stamp look on numbered cards. This one's just like a digital print thing. I don't know, not that great. Topps Pristine. This one's out of 99. This is gonna be from 2003, it looks like. Kind of a basic looking card there, but not bad, pretty cool. Ah, here we go. There's a platinum medallion, right? 1999 Fleer Ultra Platinum Medallion, John Olerud. I do have another one of these graded. I think it came back a 7. Again, I don't have it in the stack. It's in the other room, and I didn't get that prepared for this. But yeah, out of 99, pretty cool. All right. Jumping around a little bit here, we've got Bowman. I think this is a 2000 Bowman. This is the gold out of 99. Pretty cool. All right, this isn't chrome or anything. This is just your paper, gold, embossed there, Bowman. Nice looking card. Nice pose. Kind of more of a classic throwback pose there, not an action thing going on. All right, now we've got a 1999, it looks like. Again, Bowman paper. I'll show you some refractors here in a little bit from this set, but I guess I've got a couple of these. All right, so these are both gold, both out of 99. We've got 93 and number 78 out of 99 there. Cool. All right, Donruss Elite. What year is this here? It looks like 2001. Donruss Elite. This is the Aspirations parallel out of 95. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think I got this for like under 10 bucks on eBay. You know, if this were like a Griffey, I'm sure that would be just an astronomical card, right? Topps Pristine, here we go. So this one's out of 69, and this is another jersey number. Can we get that right there? Yep, pretty cool. Topps Pristine. This is like more of a gold. I think the other one we showed earlier was kind of your basic silver refractor. I can't even talk right now. But yeah, pretty cool card there. All right, this is a 2004 Topps. This is the paper version, but this is the black. These are really pretty rare. This one is numbered out of 53. We can get it right there. Yeah, numbered out of 53. Don't have this graded. Probably wouldn't pull a great grade. We get some chipping, some, you know, light corner wear, stuff like that. But yeah, really cool card there. I like that one a lot. All right, here we've got a 98. Looks like Bowman. And this is gold. This is out of 50. Right there. Again, paper, not chrome. I think I have the chrome graded over here. I'll get to that in a second. We're getting to the good stuff here. Sorry, guys. This is maybe dragging a little bit, but here we have a 1998. This is the Leaf Rookies and Stars. This is the longevity parallel. That 224 is written on the penny sleeve, not on the card. Don't worry about that. I don't know, I guess the guy that sold it to me just had that for his like inventory reference or whatever, but we got 14 out of 50. I believe this is a gold parallel or copper, gold, I don't know. But decent looking card there. All right, this is a cool card. I like this one a lot. This is gonna be a 2001 SPX. And if you look at the bottom, can we catch that? There we go. Number 21 out of 50. And this is the Spectrum variation, numbered out of 50. Kind of a cool effect. The card itself is kind of light, right? you know, not super glossy or anything, but some nice effects. And there's a weird version of, not the numbered card, but the base card, where it's got the Expos logo on the back, and I'm not really sure if that's like just an error across the board or if it's rare to a particular run of those, but I don't have one of those. What have we got? 2004 Topps. Authentic game worn jersey. This is, I think, a gold or silver variety here. This is 6 out of 25, so pretty low numbered. Considering how low numbered it is, though, this is just like a very basic patch on this card. Nothing crazy, but pretty cool, like refractor effect on these. Really condition sensitive, I would imagine, around the patch. You know, these things get banged up pretty easily. All right, this is one of my favorite Olerud patch cards. This is going to be a 2002 Leaf. What is this? The Leaf certified? Yeah. All right, here we go. Certified gold. Okay. This is numbered out of 25. We got the jersey number again, number 5 out of 25. Pretty cool. And awesome patch, right? You got your 3-4 color patch. You got that kind of blue, that green teal, that kind of silver-ish stitching, and then you've got a little bit of the white there. But this is a really cool patch, really cool card, low numbered, gold out of 25. Love this one. I might get this slabbed up at some point. I don't think it's going to pull a great grade. You get some light wear going on in the corners there. I'd imagine those are pretty tough to grade. All right, this is actually my lowest numbered Olerud card. This is out of 5. These are the Fleer Sweet Sigs. What year is this? 2004. Yeah. All right. But yeah, it's got this, like, you know, basically a piece of a baseball, or what they kind of manufactured to fit into the card. That's got a feel of a baseball there with the stitching, and the player would sign it right here. And I believe the way these platinum, I think this is platinum, but what they did for the platinum parallels is that they numbered all of the platinum parallels to the jersey number of the player. And so John Olerud wore number 5. And so his platinum variation is just numbered out of 5, right? So if somebody was wearing 33 or whatever, their platinum variety would be numbered out of that. So Olerud's got like probably the lowest, one of, if not the lowest, print runs of the platinum Fleer Sweet Sigs cards. Pretty cool. Another auto. All right, we're gonna get into some graded stuff here real quick. 1990 Bowman, this is the Tiffany. We got this in a PSA 9. There's a couple 10s, I think, out there on eBay now, but I don't know, I just thought it was cool to have this card. Don't really need it in a 10, just wanted to have it. Tiffany, great, you know, rookie card of Olerud. This is just like not a great pose. Kind of a weird picture, but I like it. You know, I like the old school Jays uniform. I like that he's wearing the helmet. Maybe he's just thinking, like, you know, get me out of here. I just want to go play ball. All right. What do we got? Oh, this is some good stuff here. Okay, we have the 1997 Flair Showcase. This is the Row 1 Legacy Collection. Sorry about the lighting. This is, like, not awesome, but there we go. Some cool, you guys have probably seen some of these before of other players. These are numbered out of 100. This is 38 out of 100. Row 0. Oh no, excuse me. Section 0, row 1. Seat 149. Yeah, weird numbering on these cards, but yeah, row 1. Not the rarest of the rare, but because it's the Legacy, it's numbered out of 100. All right, here we have the 97 row 2. But also Legacy Collection, so you've got a different, you know, image, right? But both from 97 Flair Showcase, different image here. This is number 68 out of 100, but again, you've got the row 2. So in the base run, like, the row 2 wasn't super rare. Row 1 was a little more rare, and row 0 was like the most rare out of the base run. But when you get into the Legacies, they're all pretty rare because they're only numbered out of 100. All right, so you saw the paper version of this card earlier. This is the 98 Bowman Chrome Golden Anniversary. This is not the refractor, because I think the refractors of these are numbered to like 5, and they go for just stupid money, and I've never seen the Olerud pop up. But this is your Bowman Chrome Golden Anniversary, and I was fortunate enough to get a PSA 10 on this card. Pretty sweet. This is out of 50. So now when you get into like rare Olerud stuff, this is what we're getting into now. So you'll see some more rare cards pop up here. All right, this one's pretty sweet. We've got the 1998 Bowman's Best. This is the Atomic Refractor. Kind of a tough grade. This one got a 9. But, you know, cool effect. Kind of a cool old school insert effect here from the late 90s. These are numbered out of 100. Again, love the embossed, like, stamp numbering. I don't like that digital stuff that they do on some of the Upper Deck stuff from around this time. But anyway, this is an awesome card. Love it. All right, 98 Flair Showcase. Now you're getting into some cool stuff, right? Row 0 Legacy Collection. Okay, so again, Row 0 of the paper, or not Legacy, right, was considered like the most rare of the print runs, but when you get into Legacy, they're all out of 100. You heard me say that before. This one is number 12 out of 100. Cool card. 98 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection. This is row 1. Also numbered out of 100. We got this in a PSA 9. Wasn't really. Yeah, I don't think I have any 10s of the. Well, not 97, 98, but I got a big one coming up here that I'll show you. That is a 10. But yeah, I like this one. When the light catches it just right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, 98 Flair Showcase, row 2, Legacy Collection. Sorry about the lighting. I'll get better at this, but I'm just kind of throwing this together. This is 59 out of 100. All right, 98 Flair Showcase. This is the row 3 Legacy Collection. Numbered out of 100. Cool card. Backs are a little bit different on this, but 44 out of 100. PSA 9. All right, 98 Topps Gold Label. This is the Class 1 red label. I don't know. They were doing some stuff like obviously very similar to Flair Showcase, FLAIR, right? I don't know who like came out with the cards first, if it was Topps, if it was Flair, but like, you know, I don't want to say it's a ripoff, but like very similar design, very similar themes going on, right? Numbered out of 100. You've got your red label, your Class 1. I don't know. There's Class 2, Class 3. I don't know. They were getting a little weird with numbering stuff. A little gimmicky, but anyway. 98 Don Russ. This is the Don Russ prized collection. These are not serial numbered. I think these are out of 55 though. The print runs on these. This is out of 55, and the light's not going to do it justice. These have some of the coolest like coloring and refraction that you're ever going to see on any type of like refractor card ever made. These things just are awesome in the right light. Here we go. You know, that's pretty sweet. All right. All right, yeah, Bowman Chrome. So again, we saw some of the paper stuff earlier, right? This is the International Refractor from 1998. Nice looking card here. This is out of 100. This is in a PSA 8, which is fine. I just like to have it protected, and the grade is what it is. All right. All right, we have the 99 Topps Finest Gold Refractor. This is without the coating. Somebody peeled it off. They either mailed it or met Mr. Olerud in person, and then they got it autographed, which is pretty cool. I don't have this not autographed. There's obviously they were all not originally autographed, but some fan got this signed. And I think that's pretty cool. You know, a little 2-for-1. You get the 99 finest gold refractor and slapped an auto on there. But yeah, pretty sweet. All right. I'm gonna save that one for last. All right, what do we got here? Let's see, we've got a Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. This is from 2001. This is numbered, can we get it right? Out of 99. I like the refraction, the gold color on these, pretty cool. Nice looking card. Set that over there. Oh, yeah, I've got another one. This one is the same exact card, but I sent this one out, it got a 5. I don't know why. I have not been able to really find any, you know, you're gonna see some stuff on here, but that's on the case, that's on the sleeve. But yeah, like, this is a 5. I don't know why. I've looked it over. This was the one that I sent out, decided to send out. Maybe I should have sent the other one out. I don't know. But yeah, out of 99, right? It's the same exact card there, but I don't know why this got a 5. I probably shouldn't worry so much about it. Looks good. I don't know. Really well centered. You know, nice surface. It's got a lot of good stuff going on here. Good corners, good edges. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody was having a bad day at PSA. I don't know. All right. We've got a 2003 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. And this one got a 10. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice refraction on that one. Again, nice swing from Mr. Olerud. That one's out of 170. All right. A couple more to go. Let's see. All right. We're going to go with the 2004 Topps Chrome Red X-Fractor. This is out of 65. They're not serial numbered, but the print run on these was out of 65. Super low, right? Very rare card. You got your X-Fractor action going on. It's red. It's kind of a weird clash with the Mariners uniform, but this card is awesome. I love it. And it's sweet that it got a PSA 10. I actually have another one of these that is not graded. It's raw, but you know, obviously not going to bother sending that one in. Maybe I'll sell it to another collector or throw it out there. But yeah, happy to have this. So, all right, moving on. So we've got a stack here from 2005. Let's start with the Black Refractor. Now I've got a few from 2005. This was Olerud's last year in the big leagues. He ended his career here with the Red Sox. This is from the update set, so you're gonna get his full career stats on this card. I love this card. I've got a few different variations of it. This is the Black Refractor. This is out of my box there, just fell off the table. This is out of 250. But yeah, Black Refractor with the Red Sox. That's my, you know, home team, favorite team, right? Love the Sox. But yeah, he finished his career here. And love this card. Probably not going to send this one out to get graded. I just like it the way it is. But yeah, that's a cool one. All right, so now we're going to go to the paper gold variety of that same card. 2005 Topps. This is, again, from the update set. When you get into the gold from the paper, we're going to get into the 2005 numbering there. Paper, I would imagine, pretty tough to grade. This one got a 10. Very happy with that. And I'm going to show you another pretty sweet card here in a second. So to wrap this up, yeah, all right, we'll go. This is probably my favorite Olerud card that I've got. It's close. There's like 1 and 1A, which I'll show you here in a second. But this is, again, the 2005 Topps Chrome update. This is the red X-Fractor. So we have that X-Fractor effect going on. It's red. He's on the Red Sox. We got the color match with the uniform, and we got a PSA 10. I mean, pretty cool, right? And this is numbered out of 65. Can we see that? Pull it away, Mike. All right. Yeah. Awesome card. Love this card. Might be my favorite Olerud card. Not sure. Maybe it is. You'll see why I'm not totally sure in a second. All right. This one's awesome. 2000 Fleer Showcase Legacy Collection. This is serial numbered out of 20. 20. And it's got a PSA 10. Yeah, just an awesome card, right? So you kind of, on the Legacy Collection from this set, you've got like the matte background, and you've got the kind of refractor effects, foil effect on the player, catching the light just right. That's pretty awesome. I think on the base it's like flipped, right? So the background has got this effect, and then like the player is kind of matte, if you want to call it that. Anyway, yeah, so like, tough to say, right? Love the red X-Fractor, love the Legacy Collection. They're both 10s. Maybe that matters, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Love this card. He's on the Red Sox, color match, red X-Fractor. You know, I don't know, maybe it's a coin flip. So, all right, that's it, guys. That's it. Thanks for, I'll leave these up here while I say thanks. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. This is my first YouTube video. I'll get better with the lighting, the setup, all that stuff. This was just kind of thrown together. But I do collect a lot of vintage cards, a mix of some other modern cards. You know, maybe in the future I'll do some SGC or PSA preps and reveals and all that fun stuff. As time goes on, maybe show you some other Olerud cards, ones that we didn't feature here today. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments there with how this video went, what you think of John Olerud, you know, all that fun stuff. All right, thanks guys. Bye.